Hi, I'm Niall from Gulfstream Boat Sales. Here we have for sale a Beneteau Flyer 650 Cabrio sports cuddy. This boat was built in 2011 but first sold and commissioned in 2013. It's fitted with a Yamaha 200HP four-stroke outboard. It's only got 228 hours on the clock and it's in lovely condition throughout. Brilliant boat, very capable little coastal boat for the UK and Ireland. This one's got a great spec as well with a chart plotter, VHF radio, full camper canvas covers, extended swim platforms laid in teak, even an Everspasher heating system on board. So great coastal day boat come weekender. We're going to take a walk around it now. I'm going to show you the condition that it's in and I'm going to show you all the features inside it and hopefully just give you a better idea of what this boat's all about and help you to figure out whether it might be the right one for you. So the Beneteau Flyer 650 is a fairly common boat. There's a lot of 650s, but it's also available in a lot of different configurations. So this is the Cabrio. It's the Flyer 650 Cabrio, which means you've got the cuddy cabin up front, full wraparound windscreen, a very sheltered and protected cockpit on it, and they're actually pretty rare. The Jeanneau Cap Camarat, I think it's the 645 or something, is the sister ship in the Jeanneau range. But there's not that many of them around. Most of the Flyers that you see are either center console or walkaround. So nice to get one of these Cabrio ones. And it's quite similar to like an American sports cuddy, which you don't tend to see very many of nowadays. Certainly not younger ones. This being a 2013 boat, obviously it's nice and fresh, low hours on the engine. And it's got a great reliable Yamaha 200 horse in the back of it. This boat is 6.5 meters overall length, so that's around about 21.5 feet, and it's got a beam of 8 foot 2 inches, so quite a beamy boat as well. Nice high gunnels. You know, the waterline is, you know, there's a load of boat out of the waterline, so it's going to give you a nice dry ride, and you feel safe and secure whenever you're inside it. So let's take a walk around it anyway and show you the condition it's in. It's got a lovely grey hull colour band, which is a nice upgrade on it. It's got an aluminium rub rail with a PVC insert, all in pretty good condition. There's some light scuffing here on the bow, just obviously from the anchor road running out from that big anchor locker in there. Actually, let's just take a look at that while we're here. Foredeck is all laid in teak, which is great. Real teak, looks the part, really adds to the look of the boat, I think. Huge big anchor locker. You get a good spade anchor in there, so that's obviously just from dropping the anchor overboard. Bow rails are in great condition, stainless steel bow rails with this center opening, so you can board the boat from the bow if you like. Coming down along the port side, the gel coat is in very nice condition. One tiny little chunk out of it here, but we could fill that. That's super minor. Other than that, the rest of it is immaculate. No scuffs or scrapes. The rub rail's in great condition down here. We've got a little midships cleat, little fender eyelet here. You get your Beneteau badge up there. Nice aluminium windscreen surround, which is all in good condition as well. This is your Flyer 650 graphics, all the original graphics. Your deck scupper here, so that's a self-bailing boat, which is great. Means that any water finds its way into the cockpit will bail overboard automatically. So that's your deck scupper, and this is your heater exhaust outlet for the heater. Coming on back, we've got a big chunky aluminium cleat at the stern. Stern corner is all in good condition. No impact damage or anything there. And it wraps around this nice teak swim platform with a bit of storage underneath, just a big wet locker in there. And you get little teak steps to get you access up into the cockpit. Taking a walk down along the starboard side then, again, it's also in very nice condition. Bow rails are great, cleats up here, perfect condition. There's a couple of wee light scuffs in the gel coat here, but you sort of got to be looking pretty hard to see them. I would say it's maybe where the anchor's been retrieved and it's maybe just touched the hull whenever it's been pulled in, but not too bad at all. They're not through the gel. You really wouldn't have to worry about them. The rub rail along this side is in perfect condition all the way down. Other than those couple of scuffs at the front, the rest of the gel coat is immaculate. Windscreen surround looks good on this side. The Beneteau badge looks good. We've got a VHF antenna, and I think this is maybe a horn. Yeah, it's a horn. Another midships cleat and fender eyelet on this side. The graphics on the starboard side are also in good shape. Actually, a couple of other wee light scuffs here. They're quite hard to see, I didn't notice them before. And the deck scupper, stainless steel deck scupper on the starboard side there too. So all in really good shape, coming right the way back to the stern corner. On the starboard side, it's also unmarked, no impact damage, all looks the part. We've got another swim platform, laid in teak on the starboard side with a folding 3-step stainless steel ladder. And again, that little teak step to give you access into the cockpit. This is originally a UK supplied boat, and it's been in Northern Ireland ever since. So that means that's a good thing, because it means the boat can either be sold back into the UK market, or it can be sold into Ireland or Europe, because Northern Ireland is currently still in the single market for goods. In the EU, it means we've got access. Any Northern Irish boats can be sold either into Ireland or into the UK. So no matter where you're looking at this boat, you've no worries about customs or duties or any of that sort of stuff. There's a nice deep V angle on the hull. So again, it is a good coastal boat, category C rated, I think, to carry 7 or 8 passengers. But a nice deep hull, good deep V angle. It has been anti-foiled, so it's anti-foiled in international paint. We've freshened up the waterline and the transom. You can see the underlying paint condition underneath. Just needs another lick of paint underneath the rollers before it's launched at the start of the 2022 season. The boat, let's just show you the hull shape up here. Everything's really good underneath as well, no damage or anything. This trailer is also included. We'll take a look at that later on. This boat has had 2 owners from new, and the current owner has had it for, I think, 6 or 7 years now. I know him, he's a previous customer of ours, and the boat has been used in our marina here locally. So I've known this boat for the last 6 or 7 years, been very well looked after, cared for like a baby, serviced pretty much every year. It was last serviced in April 21, and it's just in great shape. It's coming from a good home, and certainly a really nice example. So the boat's fitted with this cracking outboard. It's a Yamaha 200 horsepower 4-stroke outboard. I think it's the maximum horsepower for the hull. The boat runs up to about just a shade under 50 miles an hour, so super fast boat. Means if you're looking to do a bit of water sports, or if you're just a fan of speed, you know, you've got tons of power on tap. Even with a full load of people on board, the boat, she's still going to get up on the plane quickly and do everything you want it to do. It's in great shape. It's only got 228 hours on the clock, so very lightly used. And as I said, serviced in April last year, so all in good nick. It's fitted with a 3-blade stainless steel prop, which is in good condition as well. And the skeg is all unmarked, wee bit of paint maybe off it, but no damage there. The general paintwork on the outboard is very good. I'll pop the hood now and show you underneath there quickly as well. So just taking a quick look underneath the hood, you can see it's all in nice condition. It's obviously, the engine's obviously never had any major work done whatsoever. No spanner marks on any of the bolts around the power head there. You got a nice fresh looking oil filter was fitted in April past there. All the electrical connections at the front all look nice and clean and tidy. Even though this boat has been used on the sea here, it doesn't show any signs of saltwater corrosion or anything in around the engine. Probably, I mean, it's a sign of how well it's been looked after, plus the fact it's been out of the water every winter for probably 6 months of the year. At least it's been out of the water and stored indoors. Oil level. Check the oil level there. Oil level's good, and the condition of it looks good as well. Easy to check that. So everything underneath the hood looks great. Obviously, you're more than welcome to have the boat fully inspected, surveyed, and sea trialed before purchase, just to make sure everything's running perfectly. But I can assure you that this boat is on the button. A couple of other quick things to point out while we're taking a look at the engine is the hydraulic steering setup. So this boat's got hydraulic steering, which is great. Means that there's zero feedback. You know, you're not having to fight the outboard. There's no torque steer or anything. So nice steering system on it. It's also got remote tilt here, so you can tilt it up. One of the benefits of an outboard boat is that you can literally put it on a beach. So if you're going into a beach and you're in shallow water, as you're walking the boat ashore, you can lift and lower the engine from outside the boat. Transom bracket and everything looks good. All the trim ram seals are all perfect in there. It's just a really clean outboard. And being a Yamaha, they've got legendary reliability. You should have very few issues with this thing if you properly look after it. With these swim platforms, aft laid in teak, and the little step arrangements on both sides, it's very easy to board this boat from either the port or starboard side while you're in the marina. And with that boarding ladder over there, it's also a breeze to get in and out of the water. If you're swimming off the back of it or doing water sports or whatever, you can step across the front of the engine as well. You have piles of room there in front of the engine. So let's hop on board. We have a fuel filler over here and your water fill point there for a little fresh water tank on board. There is a little wet bar with a fresh water tank supplying your water to that. But over on this side, we've got obviously the teak steps giving you access up into the cockpit, and then this little seat cushion removes, and there's a tread surface underneath that, so that works as your step to get down into the boat, so you don't have to climb over any cushions or anything to get in and out of the cockpit. And just in case you're wondering, this is where your anchor pole light goes, this little socket for the anchor light just on that step. So the layout in this thing, let's just take a quick look at the layout. The layout in this boat is fantastic. I think they've made, for it's a 21-foot boat. It feels much bigger, and they've made excellent use of the space. So we've got this full width rear bench seat. We've got a twin wide passenger seat up forward with a flipping backrest, so you can have the backrest facing either direction. So if you set it up like this, you've got room to seat like 4 people, maybe 5 around the table. You can also rotate the helm seat around as well, but whenever you're underway, you can flip that seat the other way and face forward. Little wet bar there just behind the helm seat. Nice molded in steps, all laid in teak to give you access up onto the foredeck, and then a decent little cuddy cabin up forward as well. That'll sleep at least 2 people. So really, really nice layout. You can pull the table out of it. You can lift the carpets up. It's all molded fiberglass decking underneath. It's obviously self-bailing as well. And then we've got this clever little pocket underneath this backrest for hiding away the camper covers and the bars for those as well. So very well laid out. Let's take a detailed look here now and show you each area. I'd like to take just a few seconds to explain a wee bit about how we're slightly changing how we do things here. If you're a regular subscriber or you've watched a lot of our video tours, you're probably used to seeing like a little 3 or 4 minute long video, sometimes maybe 6 or 7 minutes long, and then we ask you to sign up for VIP access to watch our full length video tour. For a while now, we're going to change that up. We're basically going to post the full long videos to YouTube for a couple of reasons. One is it makes it a wee bit easier for you to just watch the whole thing. You can skip through it if you want to, but it means you can check out the whole video without having to go through the hassle of signing into the website. We've also been having some issues with our website at the minute, so people haven't been able to watch the videos even after signing in. We've got a new website in build, and it'll hopefully be coming very soon, so that issue will be fixed, but it's not good at the minute, and I apologize if you've been one of the people that's been frustrated by it. And on that note, if there is a video you want to see that you can't get into, just drop me an email and I'll send you a link to it straight away, so you can check it out. And then, yeah, so we're going to be posting the long videos. We still have VIP access. There's still a ton of information. If you do sign up, you go onto our email list, you get our buyer's guides, you get a lot of tips and info and useful advice for buying your next boat, selling your current boat, all that sort of stuff. So there's still a lot of good reasons to sign up for VIP access at gulfstreamboatsales.com, but you can check out the full length video tour. Right now you're watching it. This is the full tour, and the only extra footage that you'll see is the sea trail video, which we'll post as soon as we have it. So just a quick explainer for our regular subscribers as to why this is a full length video straight off the bat. Hopefully it's more convenient for you, and if you've got anything, if you want to let me know if you think it's a good idea, a bad idea, whatever, let me know. Send me an email, post a comment below the video. Thank you very much for watching. We really appreciate it. Hopefully the new format is a bit more straightforward. So we've got a full width aft bench seat, nice little upholstered headrests and stuff there, which will easily accommodate 3 or 4 people. The gunnel sides are very high on this boat, so you feel very safe and secure whenever you're sitting inside. The seats are nice and low set. The windscreen comes up to a nice height as well, so it really does protect pretty much all the cockpit occupants from the wind and spray and stuff like that. So if you've got a small family or whatever, they're going to feel very safe and sound inside this boat. One thing I do want to point out as well is that every single cushion that you see here all the way through the cockpit, bar the upholstered helm seat obviously, is totally removable. So they all snap on. So they're just a little popper, so you literally can pop those off, and then the whole boat is just white fiberglass. So if you were going fishing or something, you didn't want to get the seats dirty, or if you're going skiing, water skiing, you can take all the cushions out, and it makes it much easier to keep clean than just hose down after use. So they really have thought about everything. You know, this is a great little coastal cruising boat, very good day boat for just sightseeing, picnic trips. Also, you can go do water sports with it with that big outboard. You could go fishing. The possibilities are endless. So I think it makes a fantastic entry-level boat, because you could do everything with it and then figure out what you like best. This little bit folds forward like that, and then these bars slide down in there. Now, we've got the covers off the bars at the minute, but you could actually leave the roof section on those bars and it tucks down in there out of the way. This, don't know what this is for or why it looks removable, but maybe it's bolted in there. But this here is a very clever little feature. It means if the weather's good, fold the covers down. If it starts raining, just pop them up, and 5 or 10 minutes, you'll have the whole boat fully enclosed. Actually, I did take a video and some photographs of the boat with the covers up, so I'll show you that now so you can check out what she looks like with the covers in position. So this is what the Beneteau looks like with the camper covers up. Really good set of covers. They're the original factory covers. They're a nice shape of a cover. They match the angle of the windscreen, which is good. They're not as boxy as some of the ones you see on like American sport boats and things. They've still got a full sitting headroom underneath, inside the back of them, and they're in good condition. Nice, bright, airy set of covers. The color of them matches the exterior color of the boat. All the clips and catches and everything are good. And the boat looks quite smart with them up. So it really does make it into like a proper sort of weekender. You can put those covers up. You could sleep underneath them at night time if you wanted to. And if the weather turns against you, you can get home in comfort. I'm going to jump inside now as well and show you what they look like from the interior as well. Just while we have the covers up for photographs and things, we might as well take a good opportunity to have a look at them. So just showing you inside the covers, there's full standing headroom. I'm about 5'10" or so, and I've got full standing headroom underneath the covers. I can just about stand at the helm. There's piles of room if you're sitting down, and you don't lose any sitting headroom at the back end of the cockpit either. So really nice set of camper covers. They are a light color, which is notoriously difficult to keep clean, but they are all in good condition. The zips and clips and catches and everything are all in good shape. So just wanted to show you these covers from the interior as well. We've got a nice little round cockpit table, which is removable, so you can take that out of the way if it's not required. We've got, let's take a look underneath here. So these are carpets. These aren't factory carpets. These are carpets that the current owner had made up, and they're fine. The back of them starting to flake a wee bit, but they're not expensive carpets. So you could probably replace these for a couple of £100, but they are there, and the top of them looks good, but just the back starting to flake. You've got your deck scupper obviously over there, so any water that finds its way into this boat will automatically drain overboard. You've got your manual bilge pump handle here. You've your builder's plate down here, so she's category C rated for 7 people. We've got little LED lights there as well. I must turn those on and show you what the boat looks like with those on. And we have our cockpit wet bar here with a little pull out tap. Now I think that's removed because the boat's winterized at the minute, so all the water systems have been drained down. And finally, we've got a little heater outlet here so that you can blow warm air out into the cockpit. There's also another heater outlet in the cabin. And then with the lights on, you see we've got these little blue LEDs dotted all around there, which gives you a nice blue glow to the deck after dark. Underneath this cushion here, obviously all these cushions are totally removable. As I said, underneath this one, you've got access into your battery isolator switch. This is a little fuel tank for the heating system with a blue cap. You got your battery box there, you've got your main boat fuel tank, and you've got your pre-filter there as well. Again, that looks nice and clean, so it's obviously pretty fresh. So bilges and everything on the boat are as clean as the rest of it. Bit of storage in there as well. Coming forward, we've got this excellent passenger seat. As I said, you can flip the backrest around so you can sit facing forward or sit facing the table. Is there anything underneath this? Yeah, there's a bit of storage in below this as well. Let's take a look. So we have this storage compartment in underneath the seat. Just a big storage box. So that's handy for life jackets, and you could probably fire your fenders and stuff in there if you're not, whenever you're out on the water. So there you go. So that's our passenger seat. Forward of that, we've got little cup holders, 4 cup holders, and that lifts up and you got another bit of storage in there. Cup holders here as well. Stereo speakers, grab rail to hang on to. Got these lovely molded in steps. Again, all laid in real teak, and the teak's in great condition as well. This windscreen section folds open and you get access out onto your foredeck up to the anchor locker that we took a look at earlier. And then we've got this nicely appointed helm station. Helm seat has a flip-up bolster. It's a bit sticky, but it's moving. And as I said, you can rotate that seat around as well. So let's take a bit of a close look at the helm now. So sitting on top of the bolster, you get visibility over the top of the windscreen. You've obviously got room to stand at this helm position as well. So you get great all-round visibility. And then with the bolster down, you're looking through the center of the screen. So let's get the bolster down here. And that's us looking clear through the center of the windscreen. The helm station is everything you would need for coastal cruising. We got our Lowrance HDS5 combination chart plotter and fish finder. So it gives you your depth of water as well. We got our dual Yamaha instruments. Let's turn this ignition on. So that displays all the relevant engine information. You get tacho, engine RPM, that's the current hours, 277 hours on the clock at the minute. This is your engine trim position. You've got fuel flow data here as well. The fuel level is the analog gauge here on the right, so it doesn't actually work on the Yamaha one. It's not hooked up. And then you know, gives you status indication on oil pressure and temperature and all that sort of stuff. Switch gear here for things like bilge pump, fresh water pump, windscreen wiper, and your anchor lights, nav lights. Little 12-volt power socket there, so you can charge a phone or something. This Lowrance appears to be working perfectly as well. Pages, where are we? So you can have a full screen chart or full screen sonar, or both, chart and sonar. So that's a handy wee unit. We've got a controller for our little heating system. So this is really unusual on a boat like this, but the owner did use it for the odd overnight stay. So he installed the wee diesel heating system, so it runs off a little diesel tank in the in the bilge compartment there, and it means it's like a little night heater. Warms the cabin, warms the cockpit, and really extends the season on this boat. Or if you are, means if you are staying on board, you get a bit more comfort. So that's your Yamaha key switch panel. We've got a stereo down here. It's a fairly recent looking stereo. It's all working as well. MP3 player input and a wee USB socket. And then down here at my right hand, it's a bit hard to access, but you've got a VHF radio. Icon VHF radio, again, all in working order. Throttle and shift lever falls easily to hand here as well. Hydraulic steering, as I said, and yeah, just a nice compact helm station with everything you'd need for heading out round the coast for day trips and longer excursions. Access into the cabin then is via this sliding perspex door. So it's lockable as well, so you can secure your valuables in the cabin. And then just a nice little cuddy cabin. We V-berth arrangement, teak floor in it. Let's just climb in. I mean, obviously it's not huge because it is a 21-foot boat, but I know the owner has definitely slept on board. It is big enough to sleep at least 2 adults. And you do, you know, I've got sitting headroom in here, so I'm about 5'10", bit of head clearance. You can sit up if you want to get out of the elements and you don't have time to put the covers up, or you can't be bothered putting the covers up. You could sit in here and shelter from the rain, or have a cup of tea or something. You've got a little light there. There is the Lowrance. I've never really figured out what these things are. I don't know. If anybody knows what they are, they can tell me in the comments. Access to the back of the dashboard in here for maintenance access. More maintenance access there. Very simple cabin, you know, there's no headlining or anything, so there's nothing to like get damaged or moldy or anything. You can just wipe it clean. You got an opening deck hatch here, so you can open that for a bit of natural light and ventilation. Doubles up as an escape hatch as well. This is where we've got all the covers stored at the moment. This filler piece goes in here. Check out the photographs at the bottom of the page on the website. You'll see the filler cushion in position, but this makes this whole area up into a bed. And then you've got a pile of storage space down in there as well, so you could fire all sorts of gear in there, be it fenders, dock lines. There's a porta potty also with this boat. It's not on board at the minute, but the porta potty slides in there as well, so you do have a little portable toilet on board. And then I think there's a bit of storage. Yeah, you got a bit of storage underneath all these seats as well. The majority of the time, the cabin is probably going to be used as a storage area, so you can fire all your water sports gear and all your picnic bags and all that sort of stuff in here. But at the same time, it does double up as a berth for staying the odd night on board. You can sample the whole sort of weekend cruising lifestyle, or it's just a great place for the kids to get in out of the elements if it's been a long day and they just want to get in and warm up. Having the heater outlet, I've never pointed that out actually. You get your heater outlet here. Having that means that this cabin would be piping hot with the heating on as well. So really nice added feature that if you are out for a full day on the water. The boat is being sold complete with this twin axle indispension super roller coaster road trailer. So it is a UK spec trailer, full roller coaster, so it's going to be very easy to launch and recover the boat, even off a beach if you were launching in shallow water. That's the beauty of the roller coaster system. It looks to be in pretty good condition. Now, it has been in and out of salt water fairly regularly since the beginning of its life in 2013, so the brakes and things are probably going to need service now at this stage, but good sound, solid trailer, and definitely a good addition to this package. The boat only weighs, I think it's about 1,500 kilos, so the all-up towing weight of the whole package is probably around about 2 tons. So you'll be able to tow that with most large family cars or small SUVs. So it's a very portable package. So if you did want to head off for the weekend down, explore a different part of the coast or take it to the lakes, that's going to be a nice boat to do that with. So there you go. That's our Beneteau Flyer 650 Cabrio. I think this is a fantastic boat. Really excellent starter boat because it can sort of do everything. You know, you can take it and just go for picnic trips and day trips around the coast. You can also strip out the interior and use it as a fishing platform. You can also use it for water sports because that's got that big 200 horsepower engine on the back of it, and you can sort of try everything. It's even got the ability to stay the odd night on board as well, so you can sample, you know, see if that's something that you'd be looking to do more of. So you can sort of try everything, keep everybody happy, and then figure out, you know, the current owner liked it so much he kept it for like 6 or 7 years, but you can also, you know, use it for a year or two, figure out what you really want to do, and then, you know, go bigger or change it up or whatever. But it's just a really nice package. It's got everything, all the electronics that you need. It's got the biggest engine option, it's got the trailer with it, it's got all the covers as well, and it's got the little porta potty too, so you can go for full long days on the water. So a brilliant boat, a really, really nice example, very good condition, super low hours, ready just to turn the key and go boating this summer. So yeah, if you're interested in it, if you want to come and have a look at it or arrange a survey or a sea trial, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Also, if you want to be kept up to date with all the information, see the sea trial video whenever it's uploaded as well. The best way to do that is by signing up for VIP access on our website at gulfstreamboatsales.com. All you have to do is pop your name and email address into the box below this video on our site at gulfstreamboatsales.com, and you can get VIP access, which is completely free. Once you've signed up, then navigate back to the Beneteau Flyer 650 page, and you can check out all the content, all the details that we have of this boat, and just be kept up to date with any developments, you know, as it goes through the process of getting sold. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. Please sign up for VIP access on GulfstreamBoatSales.com.